Hello everybody, I'm Michael, and today I'll be reviewing LEGO Star Wars Set 75247 Rebel A-Wing Starfighter. This set is recommended for ages 4+ and is in the 4+ category, which used to be the Juniors line. Contains 62 pieces and retails for $14.99. On the front of the box you see the LEGO Star Wars logo in the top left hand corner, with Darth Vader in the top right hand corner with that new kind of white for the 2019 sets up there. We can also see the A-Wing with the pilot inside and C-3PO on the ground, and then in the background we can see a kind of triangular slope piece there with some little vines growing on it on a little half circle piece with some tools there, and in the far background there is some kind of trees and forest to show more of the Yavin 4 style here. And in the bottom right there is the two minifigures in the set, just shown in better detail. We see the set with all the minifigures taken out and all the accessories just kind of laid out so you can see everything you get. You get a hammer, a little wrench, two little paddle things to direct the A-Wing to fly. The A-Wing Pilot does get a small little blaster. We get the ship itself, and then the little Yavin 4 area over there with the vines growing on it and the kind of caution tape. And down in the bottom left we see that the open cockpit kind of swings up and everything. And then the bottom right it shows perfect start, just shows that it's a very easy set to build and that it can come together in a very few amount of pieces. The first character up is the AWing Pilot. This is a very good looking pilot minifigure. He has a very detailed printed helmet there, a nice looking facial print, as well as a great amount of detail showing some kind of pipes and hoses and everything running from his chest down to his legs with some little straps. There's some even waist printing with kind of a belt or something. If we turn to this side we can see there's kind of some printing for maybe a little microphone there, and on the side there's more printing just showing some detail and maybe some wear on his helmet. There's no side printing on his torso or legs, and in the back we see just kind of his little over jumpsuit vest thing there, and on the top of his helmet there's maybe a call sign with that thing that looks like 1C up there, and then there's also some more printing with some brown there. Definitely looks very nice. No side printing, but once again we can see maybe his call sign and a little marking there on his kind of chin, and just some more printing. Overall, this is just a fantastic looking figure, and there's a lot of good detail on him. The next and final minifigure is C-3PO. He has a lot of great printing. His base color and just his molds and stuff are all kind of a pearlescent gold, which looks very nice. There's a great amount of detailing using those wires in the middle just to kind of show his waist or where he bends over. And there's a lot of kind of wiring and little kind of scratches on him that look very nice. I like how his eyes are that brighter yellow color like they are in the actual films, and I really like how they were able to capture the head shape of him. On the side there's no printing. He has the two little paddles there that let him direct the A-Wing to land, and on the back we see some more printing for some wires and maybe a little control panel. But let's go ahead and I'll look at him without the little paddles on. When you remove the paddles, you can definitely better see some of that great detailing on his torso. There's that center circular area, as well as the little neck joints that he has that holds his head up. This is just a great figure overall, and it's very nice to get another C-3PO. The first build of the set is the little Yavin 4 area. I definitely feel as if this was filler, that they just needed to make this set $15, so they added in these big pieces to make it worth a little bit more. But I'm not a huge fan of this section. There's a little yellow kind of gate there that holds some tools and a little caution thing. That isn't a sticker, it's a nice printed piece. And then it's all on this kind of half circular base with that big ramp. I guess more than anything is this just allows them to tie it in with the Yavin 4 theme, which I guess is alright, but I would prefer it if this set was $10 and didn't include this. The ship itself is a very nice build, very simplistic, but it also looks a lot like the actual A-Wing. Unlike the X-Wing in one of the other Junior sets, this is very accurate to the movie. On the front there is a just normal car hood piece used in all the LEGO City cars with some printing there to maybe show some little flaps or something that open. And on the sides there's another printed kind of slope there just to show maybe another little hatch or something to repair it with those tools that I just showed. In the back there are two big wings, and those are the same wings from the Overwatch set that I reviewed recently, the Tracer vs. Widowmaker. And there are two cannons on the side. They don't shoot or anything, but I guess that makes sense because they don't want kids choking on the little studs from the stud shooters. But I think that's a nice addition just to show some playability there. The cockpit does open up nicely, just on some little hinge pieces. You can lift it up. It's very easy. There's no kind of mechanisms or anything. You just lift it up. The cockpit isn't very detailed, but I guess that's alright for such a small set. There's 4 studs for the character to sit, some nice kind of blue background there so you can kind of lean him down, and then a little control panel there with a button and a few knobs. And finally on the back, there is some engines back there using just 1 Technic pin each. I think this is nice because it allows smaller kids to get into Technic earlier. Even though it's only 4 Technic pieces essentially, it's just nice to get these. They do spin, so if you want to spin those around you can. But overall, this is just a very nice looking A-Wing. It's very simplistic, but I know that's what they were going for, and I think they nailed it. The little fuel canisters, or what I assume are supposed to be fuel canisters, are under the little wings, and those also add some more kind of angles, and I really like this. And then finally, in the back, there is another little really cool looking sloped piece right there that they included just to add some more detail. I don't know if I've ever seen that piece before. That might have been what they used for some of the Cars sets a while back. But overall, this is a very good model, and for being so simplistic, it looks really nice. My only complaint about the A-Wing itself is the bottom section. They added these little slope pieces so that the engines didn't hit against the ground, but that makes the ship have a very weird stance whenever it's on the ground. It is very clearly angled down, as you can see there, which I think looks kind of weird. But I guess I understand why they did it, so the engines wouldn't touch the ground and can break off or something. But I guess that is my really only complaint with the ship itself. On the front of the instruction manual, we see the LEGO Life app advertisement as well as the normal front box art. Here we see another LEGO Life app and a kind of showing how to open the bags and sort them properly and everything. And on the next page, we see the very creepy looking C-3PO there. I really think that they did a poor job of printing that because they didn't add any shadows or lines there. So he just looks kind of faceless almost with just 2 glowing eyes. It was just really weird looking to me whenever I opened this up. But just like with the other LEGO Junior set that I opened, it does have those very nice simplistic looking arrows there showing where the pieces go. And they only had 1 or maybe 2 pieces at a time to make it very simplistic to build. I overall really like how these instruction manuals look. They're very clean looking and add a whole lot of detail showing where things go. But in the back of the instruction manual, there is another LEGO Life advertisement, as well as the rest of the 2019 kind of January wave sets here and all of their minifigures. And that's kind of all for this instruction booklet. Overall, I'm going to give this set an A. The A-Wing itself is very simplistic, but it looks a lot more accurate to the movie than the X-Wing did. I really like the minifigures included. Getting C-3PO in such a cheap set is really nice. And also that AWing Pilot has a lot of great detailing on that helmet and his torso. The A-Wing itself does look very nice. The only reason I'm giving it an A and not an A+ is because they did throw in that little Yavin 4 area. And I really think this should have been maybe a $10 or $11 or even maybe $12 set, but without that little Yavin 4 thing. I would have much preferred to pay a few dollars less and not get that. I don't think that adds much to the playability at all. And those little tools included are not very helpful, especially since they don't add anything to allow you to attach those to something and fix anything. I do like the little paddles that they gave for C-3PO because that kind of gives you that flight attendant or maybe kind of ground crew feel there. But overall, I think this is a pretty good set, and for $15, it's pretty good. You can get a battle pack or this, and I think I'd rather have this because I really do like the figures included. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as comment any questions or anything you may have. And also, if you want to purchase this set or anything else, there is an Amazon affiliate link down there, and if you buy anything through that, it really does help out the channel and allows me to keep making these videos, and I'll see you later.